Hi there, welcome back. Well, today we are seeing a very interesting day for Sndl. As promised, we did another update tonight looking at how Sndl has moved, and unfortunately, as of so far, down by around 9%. So of course, it is another red day for Sndl. This just come after a very positive week actually. We can see that from the start of week, which was of course 5 days ago, up until now, we are still up by a further 9%. But unfortunately, today is ever so slightly red. We can see a lot of positivity came into this one initially, and then a lot of it left. We're going to be talking about why, and we are going to be talking about these much hyped, much anticipated Q4 earnings. So do make sure to subscribe so if you do want to see more updates on Sndl in the future. And of course, do leave a like on this video if you may enjoy this one. Also, you can donate to the channel by pressing the join button. It would be appreciated. You will be helping us out, but it is not obviously required. But yeah, now that I've mentioned that, let us jump in. But do remember, I am not a financial advisor, and you definitely should formulate and conclude your own opinions. But yeah, let's quickly jump into this one, looking at Sndl today, and of course, looking at the news. So starting off today, we can see that from 9:30, Sndl's share price was plummeting. The price of the currency was down big. We were down by about 8.7%, so not good that we are seeing that today. The past week is still green. We are up by a rather large amount. I think a lot of people were anticipating a lot for these earnings reports. From the dips down here, we can see that Sndl is still up by 28%. And of course, even today's drops are only a small decrease in relation to what we have seen over the past month. I think this will only be a small blip in the overall growth of Sndl, as I have spoken about this before, but I think there is a strong community behind this one. I definitely think we can push past $2 perhaps in the next few months. So a lot is on the table at the moment for Sndl. But yeah, I think today is a very fantastic thing. I am happy that we are down in the red, because it could also present a decent opportunity to be buying the dip, I do believe. I think that Sndl will be picking itself back up within the next week or so. I would definitely love to see that. But yeah, now let's have a look at the most important thing that you came here to watch, and of course that was these earnings reports. Right, so we can see here, basically net revenue for the 3 months ended December 31st of 2020, it increased by about 8% over the third quarter. So it increased from 12.9 million to 13.9 million. So that's good. I am happy to see that. Another thing that we can get from the same website is talking about how the company did throughout the whole of 2020. You can see a little chart talking about the key financials up here, but if you do want to have a bit more of a read, feel free to pause this video. What we're going to do now though is move on to some of the facts and sum them up, as we can see down here. So this talks about the full year and fourth quarter 2020 financial and operational highlights, as they have named them. So to sum things up as quickly as possible, they decreased and eliminated debt of 227 million, and that is good. That happened in 2020. So 60.4 million of unrestricted cash on hand at December the 31st, and 790 million of unrestricted cash on the March the 15th of 2021. Well, that is a big increase, and that is fantastic to see. I am happy to see that. Again, I am not too sure if they have actually made a spelling mistake there. Should have put a 0 there or a dot. I think it is hard to say, so of course I think that you definitely should double check that fact, but that is coming from this website, so there you go. On top of that, we can see that gross revenue increased by 10% in 2020 to 73.3 million compared to the prior year. That is fantastic to see. So branded net cannabis sales also increased to 75% of total cannabis sales in 2020 from 20% in the previous year. So that is good. Of course, they have been transitioning from their wholesale brand to retail sales as well. So that is good. So we can see a lot of good stuff is coming out of 2020 for this company. So right. Pretty fantastic financials that we can see to an extent. Now the question is, why is a company stock selling off right now? Well guys, let's face it, a lot of people who buy stocks, a lot of people who especially trade stocks short term, they do what is called buying the hype and of course selling the news. And this has worked out for these people quite well. If you'd have seen these earnings coming on the 5th of March, for example, and held all the way up until the highs, or even up until yesterday, you would have made 35% profit in a matter of about 13 days. So of course, that is fantastic to see. I'm very happy that some people have done that. And I think it does make sense that subsequently we are seeing a bit of a dip in price, as like I said, these people will be taking profits and leaving the stock. But overall, I do still believe that there's a lot of potential on the table for Sndl. I think what we are seeing is strong. I think what we are seeing is fantastic. I think going forwards into the future, we do have a very strong future coming for this stock. And again, I would like to see this one past $2 in the next few months. And I think that is absolutely obtainable and achievable. Looking at what we have seen in the financials of quarter 4, I think we can be moving into strong financials in quarter 1 of 2021. So again, we are waiting to see these. I think this will be fantastic. I'm very happy with how Sndl is at the moment. The fact that it's dipped today is good, I do believe, and I know that a lot of people were anticipating the stock rising. Personally, I was as well, but obviously some people were probably taking profits at this point, so it is to be understood. But yeah, right now Sndl could be at a dip. I think honestly, where we are now, we could see a rise in share price to basically where we were previously very soon. And of course, if we can get back up there, gaining about 10% in share price in the next few days, I would be very, very happy to see that. I think it is absolutely possible. So again, I will be giving you updates on Sndl as things do prevail, so do make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this very quick update. I thought I would bring you this news as promised, so there we go. Thank you for watching. I'll see you again soon. Goodbye.